Hi travellers, welcome to the Lovely Planet channel. Turn the globe all the way to the south and you'll spot a beautiful jewel in the South Pacific Ocean, New Zealand. Enriched with history, culture and natural attractions, New Zealand is among the top destinations for travel around the world. Explore the entire New Zealand in 10 days with this itinerary. Remember to subscribe, like and click the bell button to stay updated with our videos. Day 1. Auckland, Auckland. Kick off your New Zealand adventure in Auckland, the largest city in New Zealand. The Queen Street, Auckland City Hub, is the biggest and most expensive street in Auckland that offers you a great deal of shops, restaurants, and many more. Head to Auckland's landmark, the Sky Tower, shooting up to 328 meters in the Auckland skyline, and you can enjoy its lookout tower, revolving restaurant, and skywalk, or even bungee jump. If you walk for 15 minutes from the Sky Tower, you'll find Waynard Quarter, the trendy waterfront, to enjoy a nice lunch overlooking the Waitemata Harbour. Auckland has its own urban oasis, the Auckland Domain, home to stunning duck ponds, glass houses, flora and fauna, as well as the Auckland War Memorial Museum. Immerse yourself in the natural beauty of Auckland and drive up to the Mount Eden summit, one of the tallest hills in the area, and admire the panoramic views of Auckland's sunset. Round out your day by indulging in Auckland's street food fiesta, Auckland Night Market, which happens in different parts of the city every day. Day 2. Auckland, Auckland to Rotorua, Bay of Plenty. Say goodbye to Auckland and depart to Rotorua with a bus for 4 hours with only 28 to 45 New Zealand dollars or 20 to 30 US dollars. Once you reach Rotorua, make your way to the Hobbiton movie set and experience the Tolkien's Middle-earth universe as seen in The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films. Waiotapu Thermal Wonderland is one of the gems of Rotorua, giving you a magnificent rainbow-like geothermal reserve. Explore the Wonderland and find the Lady Knox geyser. Rotorua's nature doesn't end there. Head to Te Puia, another geothermal wonderland famous for its geysers, mud pools, and rich Maori heritage. Admire nature and appreciate the local Maori culture in one place. After all the adventure, you must be famished, so make your way to the Rotorua's Eat Street to get a taste of Rotorua's modern atmosphere with a wide array of restaurants and pubs. If you're visiting on a Thursday, Rotorua Street Market on Tutanekai Street is where you can find local Rotorua's cuisines. Day 3. Rotorua, Bay of Plenty to Wellington via Napier, Hawke's Eye Bay. Make a quick stop at Hawke's Bay largest city, Napier. To reach Napier, depart on a 4-hour bus ride for 27 to 40 New Zealand dollars or 19 to 28 US dollars. Head to Cape Kidnappers or Te Kwawe a Maui, heaven for birdwatchers and nature lovers, especially with the picturesque coastal views and largest gannets colony in the world. Napier is known for its love of Art Deco, and downtown Napier is the proof. The Art Deco district is where you can find 1930s style buildings with memorable architecture and Maori influence. From Napier, go by bus to Wellington for 4 hours and 45 minutes, which costs you around 30 to 50 New Zealand dollars or 24 to 35 US dollars. Lambton Quay is a perfect district to begin your adventure in Wellington. Hop on the cable car to see the amazing cityscape from the hill. Make your way to Zealandia, a wildlife sanctuary, to join Night Tour to see New Zealand's nocturnal wildlife, including weta, glowworm, kiwi, and many more. Spend the rest of your evening on the Cuba Street, Wellington's eclectic neighborhood filled with vintage shops, cheap restaurants, and lively bars. Day 4. Wellington, Wellington to Hokitika, West Coast. From New Zealand's North Island, catch a flight to explore the South Island. Fly to Hokitika for 3 hours, which costs 75 to 350 US dollars. Begin your journey in Hokitika by going to the Hokitika Gorge. Stroll along the stunning gorge to find a suspension bridge to admire the water above the Hokitika River. Make your way to Lake Kania, one of the most charming lakes in New Zealand. Surrounded by mountains and bushes, Lake Kania is the perfect spot for water sports, picnic, or a short walk. After a few hours in the wilderness, it's time to explore downtown Hokitika. Loaded with gift stores and restaurants, splurge on Hokitika's handmade speciality and local delicacies such as the whitebait. Pack up some food and have a picnic at Hokitika Beach, known for its enormous driftwood. Before sunset, make sure to snap a photo with the Hokitika sign. When the night comes, Glowworm Dell is where you should be at. Board an adventure to see the Hokitika's glowworms before calling it a day. Day 5. Hokitika West Coast to Westland Taipotini National Park, Franz Josef Glacier. From Hokitika, hop on a bus to Franz Josef Glacier, the gateway to Westland Taipotini National Park, for 2 hours, and it won't cost you more than 17 to 25 New Zealand dollars or 12 to 18 US dollars. Hike to the Fox Glacier to take in the breathtaking sight of the glacier. As one of the most accessible glaciers in the world, visitors can hike, enjoy scenic walks, and board on a helicopter to see the Fox Glacier. Lake Matheson, a glacial lake just a few kilometers from Fox Glacier, was a traditional food gathering place from local Maori. Stroll along the lake and admire the reflection of Mount Cook, Aoraki, and Mount Tasman on the waters. Head back to town and enjoy lunch before going to Franz Josef Glacier, another glacier park in the area. Catch a view of the beautiful Trident Falls by hiking for 1.5 hours. Okarito Lagoon is every nature lover's nirvana. Follow the Okarito Trig Walk to see the lagoon and glaciers, or you can admire the coastal panorama, flora and fauna while walking the Okarito Coastal Walk Trail. So travelers, New Zealand offers you everything from the cityscape to the Great Glacier. If you enjoy this trip, click on the subscribe button, like and comment on this video. Day 6. Franz Josef Glacier to Wanaka, Otago. A scenic 6.5 hour bus trip from Franz Josef Glacier to Wanaka, Otago is worth a try. Prepare around 35 to 55 New Zealand dollars or 26 to 40 US dollars to go to Otago's Lake District. Start your Wanaka's adventure by following one of the most amazing trails in Wanaka, Rob Roy Glacier Track. The site of the unspoiled alpine of New Zealand, along with the snowfields, rocks, cliffs, waterfalls, and a small gorge, will constantly leave you in awe. Have a pleasant time at Lake Wanaka, New Zealand's 4th largest lake. Experience Wanaka's enchanting waters if you're a water sport lover, including jet boats, sail, and kayak. You can see the famous Willow Wanaka tree in the lake. Continue your water adventure by going to Matukituki River. There are a great array of activities that the river has to offer, from a short walk along the river to rafting and fishing. Round off your day with a nice dinner overlooking Roy's Bay, at one of the restaurants and the bars out there. Day 7. Wanaka, Otago to Queenstown, Otago. Bid farewell to Wanaka as you depart by bus to Queenstown for 1 hour and 45 minutes, and it will cost you around 14 to 30 New Zealand dollars or 10 to 21 US dollars. New Zealand's nature will never cease to amaze us. Queenstown's greatest, Lake Wakatipu, should be your first stop here. New Zealand's longest lake has everything you need, such as a bicycle track, walking trail, and picnic spot. From Lake Wakatipu, head to Bob's Peak and see the panoramic view of Queenstown skyline. Bob's Peak is highly accessible via Queenstown via Skyline Gondola. Queenstown Gardens is the heart of the city, and it's a perfect spot for a picnic or just a simple stroll around the park. You can spot some memorial statues or even participate in a disc golf game. Explore the vibrant Queenstown Mall, a pedestrian mall with stunning views of Lake Wakatipu. Get yourself an authentic souvenir from Queenstown, and you can also munch on Queenstown local delicacies. Your last destination should be Marine Parade, a waterfront area where events are usually held. Visit the iconic Bathhouse Cafe and Queenstown Fallen Soldiers Memorial while you're here. Day 8. Day trip to Te Anau. From Queenstown, let's embark on a day trip to Te Anau by a bus which will cost you 24 to 65 New Zealand dollars or 17 to 45 US dollars for a 2.5 hour trip. Once you arrive at Te Anau, head over to Milford Sound, a fjord within the Fiordland National Park. With its immaculate fountains, fjords, waterfalls, and wildlife, it's not a surprise that Milford Sound is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Your adventure in Te Anau isn't complete without Lake Te Anau, the largest lake of New Zealand's South Island. Lake Te Anau is a picturesque glacial lake surrounded by mountains, a beautiful place to do kayaking, swimming, or fishing. After fun water activities at the lake, head to one of Te Anau's most delicious lake-to-table restaurants, Redcliffe Cafe, that serves Fiordland's best authentic cuisines, like fish and chips, and if you'd like to try New Zealand's venison pies, head to Miles Better Pies. Before you say goodbye to Te Anau, stop by Te Anau Glowworm Caves, where you can see the glowing bioluminescent creatures inside of a dark cave. Day 9. Queenstown, Otago to Christchurch, Christchurch. Christchurch, the biggest city in New Zealand's South Island, is your last stop in the country. Board a 3-hour flight from Queenstown to Christchurch for around 61 to 212 US dollars. Cathedral Square is home to Christchurch's finest memorials and historic buildings. The Gothic Revival, Christchurch Cathedral, is the main attraction of this square, along with the Chalice, a modern art piece. Stroll along the square and head to Hagley Park, the largest urban oasis in Christchurch. Hagley Park houses many Christchurch events throughout the year, and it's a nice place to admire nature in the hustle and bustle of Christchurch. Walking around must be tiring, so make your way to New Regent Street, a historic Spanish mission-style pedestrian mall in Christchurch. Filled with local shops, restaurants, and chic boutiques, enjoy a meal here and get yourself a souvenir from the shops. Head to Summer Beach, locals' most favorite beach, to enjoy a nice sunset facing the Pegasus Bay and the Pacific Ocean. Before you go back to your hotel, visit Victoria Street, home to Christchurch's popular watering holes. Have a drink or two and call it a day. Day 10. Depart from Christchurch. As this is your last day in New Zealand, make sure you enjoy every bit and piece of Christchurch. Embark on an adventure to Port Hills, the row of hills located in between Christchurch and Lyttelton Port. There are many activities that the Port Hills offer to the visitors, including the famous Christchurch Gondola, a remarkable ride to the summit of Port Hills, unique sights of Christchurch, and the Lyttelton Harbour. If you're keen to bike or hike up the hills, that's also possible. Head down to the city centre and grab a meal before heading to Avon River to enjoy a good old Edwardian-style punting tour. You can see the serene botanic gardens along with the beautiful scenery of Christchurch's Avon River, a perfect wind-up for your 10-day trip to New Zealand. Has New Zealand's unspoiled beauty captivated you? Add this 10-day itinerary to your bucket list and plan for your adventure to the land of the white cloud. If you want to see even more trip recommendations, click on the subscribe button. Remember to leave a like and comment below. Let us know where you want to go next. See you in our next video.